Welcome to the deep dive. We take your sources, articles, notes, whatever you've got, and we really pull out the key insights for you.
Giving you that shortcut to getting up to speed.
Exactly. And today, we're doing something, well, a bit different, almost like digital archaeology, you could say.
Mm.
We've got this collection of digital snippets, indolence messages, online profiles, that kind of thing.
Right. And the mission.
The mission is to piece together the story of a family, the Bradfords, and the really profound legacy of the matriarch, Raynette Bradford.
It's a fascinating way to go about it, isn't it? Using these fragments to uncover something deeper.
Yeah, we're trying to see how things like love, resilience, heritage, how they're all woven into this family's identity.
Even when the information itself is sort of scattered online, we're looking for those insights into community, growth, the bonds that last.
And you feel it straight away, actually. The condolence messages for Raynette, they just pour out on her daughter Maylyn's feed.
That sense of loss, but also affection.
Definitely. Like Ernest Allison writes, "So sorry for your loss. Your mom was such a sweet lady. I just loved her and always will." Simple, but wow.
Yeah, it hits you. And Diane Tolliver's saying, "Oh no, honey, I'm so sorry. Losing someone so close to you is very difficult." Just that immediate empathy.
It really hints at the kind of person Raynette must have been, the impact she had.
Absolutely. And the sources tell us Raynette was 84, an African-American woman with these incredibly deep roots in the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma.
Choctaw Nation, okay.
And that's significant. It's the third largest federally recognized tribe in the U.S., over 225,000 members. So this heritage, it wasn't just a footnote for her.
Say central, you mean?
Very much so. Apparently, she often talked with her daughter, Maylyn, about a dream she had.
Oh, what was that?
The dream of moving back to her native land, Oklahoma.
Wow, that's powerful. It really symbolizes that connection, doesn't it?
It really does. A lifelong connection to her heritage, something she clearly shared with her daughter.
And you see more hints of her impact in other messages, too, like Uncle Jimmy Cooley.
Mm-hmm. What did he say?
"Your mom will always be missed, and so many great memories she left us with." It suggests she really left a mark.
And someone named Michonne Despani called her Auntie Raynette.
Right, which points to that wider family network, you know? She wasn't just mom, she was auntie to others, too.
Part of a bigger community tapestry. And Maylyn's own response to all this outpouring is telling as well.
How so?
She wrote, "God has truly blessed us to have been able to have my mother for 84 wonderful years. She would truly be missed."
So gratitude, even in grief and faith, it sounds like.
Exactly. Gratitude and strength. Which actually leads us right into Maylyn herself. The sources describe her as a real pillar.
A pillar. In what way?
A strong pillar of her community. Someone described as selfless, strong, and full of heart.
Okay.
You know the type. The kind of person who would give you the shirt off her back without hesitation. That's the impression we get.
And that fits with her professional life, too, doesn't it? Working in housing, community support.
Yeah, housing manager at Wood Creek Villa, involved with quality group homes, managed the Sacramento Assessment Center.
All roles focused on helping people.
Right.
Based in Sacramento, right?
Right. Lives in Sacramento, studied criminal justice at Sac City College. Seems very rooted in her community.
And clearly had that incredibly special bond with her mother, Raynette.
Mm-hmm. That shared dream of returning to Oklahoma really underscores that connection.
And Maylyn passed that strength on, it seems. She has children.
Yes, two mentioned prominently. A daughter, Danisha, described as beautiful and grounded.
Okay.
And a son, Michael, but he goes by Boomar.
Boomar. Okay. Tell me about Boomar. His story sounds interesting.
It really is. Michael Boomar Cooper, he's an Oak Park native, like others in the family.
Mm-hmm.
And the sources are quite frank, saying he dabbled in the street culture as a juvenile.
Okay, so a bit of a rough start, maybe.
Seems like it. But, and this is key, with strong guidance and support from his mother, Maylyn.
He turned things around.
Completely. He became a fierce protector of his family and two children. It's a real story of transformation.
That's incredible. Shows the power of that maternal support, that family foundation.
It really does. And Boomar's story is just one example of the resilience in this family. There are other distinct characters, too.
Like who?
Well, there's DJ Crazy J.
DJ Crazy J, you can't make that up.
Right, Jason Bradford. He seems to be the family's go-to DJ, always jaying for various family functions.
Ah, the one who brings the music, brings people together.
Exactly that vibe. His profile shows like 1.1K friends, works at Phoenix Ground, went to Luther Burbank High, lives in Sacramento. His birthday was recent, actually.
So, a well-connected guy keeping the party going. Does he have kids too?
Yes, two daughters mentioned, Telly and Janisha. Telly works as a nurse's aide in California City,
Okay.
and Janisha works at Mather VA Hospital, right there in Sacramento. So again, that theme of service, of care, continues.
It's a thread running through, isn't it?
Mm.
And who else? You mentioned other characters.
Yeah, there's Reggie Bradford, known as Sick Rick.
Slick Rick. Okay, what's his story?
Apparently known for his crazy dance moves back in the day.
Love it. Every family needs someone like that.
Definitely brings that vibrancy. His profile says he's an opportunist at self-employed, from Oak Park, divorced.
Got it. Another Oak Park connection. And there's Reggie Bradford.
Right, Reggie. Also from Oak Park. His path sounds like it was tougher. The sources mention he did a lot of time in the pen.
Oh, okay. So, real challenges there.
Yes, but the crucial point added is that he's turned his life around since.
Another turnaround story. Like Boomar.
Exactly, resilience again. He's married now to Dee Sellers since 2017.
It really speaks to the strength within the family, maybe the support network.
I think that's a huge part of it. Maylyn's profile especially hints at just how vast this network is.
How so? What does it show?
It lists not just her sons, Michael, Boomar, and another son, Sean Jackson, but also a niece, LaShonda House, nephews like Kalicia Costin Garrett, and Christopher Mitchell.
Wow, okay.
Cousins like Damian B. Williams, Leslie Sawyer, Velvet Rivers, Tamika A. Wynn, a grandson, Ray Hooper, other relatives like Rhonda Miller and Sean Turner. It goes on.
That's not just a family. That's a whole community right there in her connections.
Precisely. It shows the depth.
So-
And there's a specific example mentioned, Raynette's cousin, Orlando White.
Uh-huh.
Raynette was apparently there for him when he lost his own wife, Pam, which just paints a picture of Raynette's caring nature extending throughout that whole network.
So we've gone through these condolence messages, the profiles, the family stories. What's the big takeaway here when you step back from all these little digital pieces?
Well, what really emerges, I think, is how these fragmented bits of online information, things we might normally dismiss as superficial, actually come together to create this incredibly vivid picture.
A picture of what exactly?
Of family strength, definitely.
That good?
Of struggle, yes, but also profound resilience. And enduring bonds, community support, it all comes through.
So what for the listener is that these little digital breadcrumbs actually matter.
They absolutely can. When you compile them, when you look closely, they reveal these really deep human stories and legacies. It shows how every little interaction, every shared photo or comment contributes to a larger narrative.
It kind of changes how you might think about social media or online profiles, doesn't it?
It does. It highlights how we understand connection and legacy in the digital age. Even through these brief online glimpses, you can see real, deep community and familial love shining through. It's almost like a modern form of collective memory being built.
Like a digital archive of grief and love and resilience all mixed together.
That's a great way to put it. It challenges the idea that online stuff is just fleeting. Here, it's preserving a family's story, their values.
It's a testament to Raynette's life and the family she built.
Absolutely. A testament built from all these different voices and digital footprints.
So, as we finish up, maybe something to think about. How do these collective memories, these shared stories, even the ones scattered across the internet, how do they act as a testament to the lives people lived?
Yeah, and the legacies they leave behind, the Bradfords really show us those layers of strength, of love, of heritage, even when facing loss.
It makes you wonder, doesn't it? What unexpected sources, maybe digital ones, might reveal the richness of the connections in your own life or in your community?
That's the question to ponder. What digital echoes tell a deeper story about the people who've shaped you? And maybe thinking about that deepens how much you appreciate those bonds right now.